welcome. Also, that was my ukulele.
Way to go, kid.
Welcome to a special series called Keep Calm and Mother On. This is brought to you by the Everyday Motherhood Podcast. My name is Christy Thomas. I am so excited to showcase and host all the tips that moms around the world have sent in to me through the SpeakPipe website. Thank you for showing that we're better together and that parenting is too serious to do alone. I firmly believe that you're the right mom for your kids and your kids are the right kids for you. We've got this. Let's go help each other because none of us have ever done this before. So let's keep calm and mother on. It is Monday, April 6th, and I'm so glad you're here. Are you tired of me saying that yet? I hope not. I sincerely thank you for the time it takes for you to tune in and listen to these tips, the time it took for you to record your own SpeakPipe message, the time it takes for you to text this to a friend afterwards. I am just filled with gratitude and hope and optimism. Despite the hard circumstances, we are truly seeing the best of humanity show up right now. And as mothers, we know that those seeds were planted a long time ago when everyone was little kids. Take the time to tell your kids about a hard moment that you overcame. I am sure to tell my kids today probably the story of when I was first getting diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. Those were hard days when I was an 11-year-old, but it's taught me so much, and it's made me into the person I am. And I am so grateful now for that post-traumatic growth. Okay, let's dig into today's tips.
Hey, Christy, this is Viki at Rock On Living with my tip. One thing that I have found great peace and solace in this kind of uncertain time for our families is the practice of lighting a glass votive candle in the evening outside my front door and letting it flicker through the evening. And then in the morning when I wake up and it's quiet before my family arises, I will light it again. And I feel like it's one way I can contribute a positive thought or intention to a world that needs more light.
Hey, mamas, I hope you're hanging in there. This is Ashley White from Sun School, formerly known as Mommy's Little Learners. And I just wanted to share a quick way that we calm down. And we've been using this for a while and noticeably been using it more during this season of our life. And it's just basically a sensory sit down. You just sit down outside, close your eyes for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you just quietly talk about what did you hear and kind of go around your circle or just internalize it if you're by yourself. And then what did you see? And then what do you feel? Do you feel the wind, or did you maybe touch a rock while you were waiting patiently? And sometimes we even do what do we taste? Because you can actually, maybe it's a rainy day and you can taste the moisture in the air. And then what do you smell? And we talk about that as well. So just sitting down, embracing 2 to 3 minutes of quiet time, just to allow your senses to, check in and then just have a good discussion about them, and then take a deep breath, stand up, and continue on about your day. That really helps us, and I hope that you find that it helps you too.
Hi there. I am recording for a friend. Her name is Heide, and she lives in Washington. She is a mom of 2, and she is a fellow Navy wife. She says, I have no voice due to bronchitis and coughing so much. I would love to add a Bible verse that has been with me for a few days now. It's James 1:19. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires. She says it's been a struggle here with the kids being bored and finally wanting to go outside and play. We finally have sunshine and not rain. Them not truly understanding what's going on, even though we do discuss it with them. James 1:19 is sticking with me to tell me to be slow to speak and slow to anger, to stop and think about how they're feeling during this time, that they could be feeling my uneasiness and discomfort.
This is Della from Beauty at Play. My advice would be not to expect too much of yourself, and to give yourself a lot of grace. These are unprecedented times. There's a lot of stress and anxiety, and children pick up on that. So don't plan 1,000 activities or think that you have to recreate school at home. Let all of that go. The one thing that I would try to do is to choose a book for read aloud and read a couple chapters every day just to enjoy the book together. No reports, no analysis, just enjoying a good book together. This will bring a great amount of connection, and your children will get far more out of it than you know. The second thing I would suggest is to establish a family rhythm. This will help you immensely. To do that, first look at your natural rhythm, when your kids are more engaged, when they're more active, what they need in the morning versus what they need in the afternoon, and use that to establish when you plan activities that are more engaging and when you plan activities that have more emotion.
Dear moms, it is so hard to be isolated in our homes. No playdates, no coffee with friends, and perhaps you've also lost ministry opportunities. You're not on the front lines making a difference, and so what you're doing may not seem important. But I want you to remember what Jesus said in Matthew 10:42. And whoever gives one of these little ones even a cup of cold water because he is a disciple, truly, I say to you, he will by no means lose his reward. You are loving your very closest neighbors, your children, by being a safe place for them and by walking with them through this scary time. You are loving your community by staying home and helping to slow the spread of the disease. You are loving your church by raising up the small church members who are a part of your household. If all of these things seem tiny or not a big deal, I get it. Maybe no one else notices, but God does. Hebrews 6:10 says, "For God is not unjust, so as to overlook your work and the love that you have shown for his name in serving the saints as you still do." As you still do, Mama. Ministry looks different in this time, but you haven't given up. You aren't laying down on the job. You're adapting. You're shifting to serve in different ways, and it isn't overlooked. I'm Lynna Sutherland. For more encouragement, join me on Instagram at Sibling Relationship Lab.
Did that fill your cup up? It sure filled mine. Thank you for being here. And if you want to participate in this movement, check the show notes for the link. But really, you just need to go to www.speakpipe.com/everydaymotherhood, and you can record your own 90-second message for all the moms of the world. Want to chat about today's tips? Go check out the Facebook group, Everyday Motherhood Fans. You'll need to know that I run every day to get in. Thank you, and I'm glad that you're here.